Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 over on Ballysprings. Right guys, it is so nice to be back on the Ballysprings series after the updates to the map. I just hope there's not many more updates because it was a bit of a nightmare to put right. So to give us an idea guys, in our last episode, because there is going to be some changes, we were in the middle of harvesting this field. As you can see, that's now been done. There's some things I've had to lose, but on the other hand, some things I have managed to reset as well. So swings and roundabouts, guys. Swings and roundabouts. All these grass fields are down as harvested. I couldn't remember what stage they were before the update, so I just left them. Everything needs liming. Everything needs fertilizing. If we notice here, you know, I put the track back in here. We've got this field. I did cut this corner out. But yeah, I know we were halfway through harvesting this, and, well, long story short, it's just done now. So that's good enough for us. We've lost our environmental score, which absolutely, I could cry over that one, to be honest. But yeah, there are some changes to the farm as well. If we look down this way, whoa, that, right, I might need to level that out a little bit. We've had to get rid of the building here, so I brought this one in, and I've put my trailer in there. The little green shed that looked like that was here, I can't get that back in anymore, so I'll put one of these in, and I have just parked the Deutz-Fahr in there. This building is still the same, obviously. This building is actually different, but I'll fix things like floatingness at a later date. I thought I'd just kind of get back in on this series. Obviously, we've lost all our manure. We did lose the cows, so I brought in, I don't know how many cows I brought in. We lost all our feed, but look, them sheds are obviously different, so you can see I didn't stack my bales. I'm not that fussed. That's all the same, but obviously 2 sheds instead of 1 big one. That shed's now a default shed. Default shed there, kind of just to give you an idea of where we are and what we've been doing and things like that, and just letting you know really where we are. This field is obviously ready to harvest. This is what we did have. Now obviously we did have it to the pH and the nitrogen rate, you know, we had all that spot on, so we have kind of lost that, but I have managed to get the wheat back in there. Now this was obviously grass, I've just left it as meadow this time. We obviously had a wall here, so I've obviously changed it to a fence this time, just to make it a bit easier. I didn't realise that was quite so off, but that'll do. And obviously I put the gate here instead this time, so that we can just make it a bit easier. The chickens are obviously in the same place. The pallet that was from the previous save. Same with the what is it there? Oh, there's also little piggies around for £1,000. I will be collecting them, guys, but I'm not gonna go looking for them. Yeah, we will do quite a bit of work. You know, we've got a harvest to do on this episode, but I kind of just wanted to, you know, do something, you know, just kind of show you guys where we were, kind of thing, on the series. So I do you know something? One thing I hate about this game now, I genuinely hate the new landscaping tool. The old one was so much better, just so much better. I took out a wall there just to make it a bit easier with some bigger machinery if we get that way. Yeah, the other downside was sheep. I have put the sheep back in this field. I've left it as meadow grass again so we can see the sheep. I don't know what that glitching is. Look at that look at that sheep there. That sheep is racist. Didn't want to be black anymore. And yes, and I think we've lost a bit of feed down here in this one. Everything else should be about right. But everything else placeable wise is right. So there might be the odd little thing needs tweaking here and there. But yeah, this puts us back on Ballysprings. It takes way too long to fix a map update on. Way too long. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not really... Yeah, I'm a little bit gutted with it, to be honest. But for now, you know, we've got a harvest to do. So if we can just jump over into the harvest we rented, or this was the other thing I did. I put a cobble floor in here. Obviously, this building's still the same. The excavator that was here, I just deleted it out of the thing. And that was part there, and I couldn't be bothered to move that again. That was up here, I couldn't be bothered to change that again. Oh, look. I did say that I'm not actually looking for these guys, but I will collect them if I see them. Other than that, yeah, I think that's about as much as I've done, really. I think that's about as much as I've done. I'd have to double check a few things, but I do think that's pretty much what was and where and whatnot. So hopefully you guys are. Oh. Okay, so we have got. Oh, hello. I'm not, like I say, I've been on this series a while now. I don't mind collecting some collectibles. Right. I can't believe this harvester apparently is now too big to fit through here. Seems a little bit silly, to be honest. Right. All my field, I made all the fields bigger, and we've lost that ability. I wonder what cosplay would be like on this field, out of curiosity. Okay, that's what cosplay is going to be like on this field. That is not remotely correct. Right, so cosplay doesn't work on Ballysprings still. Not well enough anyway. I'm not gonna have it drive through the grass. That still thinks the field's the same size as it was previously. I might need to delete the XML for that. But yeah, like I say, a lot of changes to the map. Apparently the changes to the traffic, I'll be honest with you guys, I've been watching the traffic. The traffic is still absolutely terrible. Now, the map itself is one of my favourite maps to play. I think it's a fantastic map, but don't say the traffic splines are fixed when they're not. The traffic still take awful corners. I don't know what was meant to be fixed on that, but yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't and isn't. As you can see, we've got a barley field to harvest. Like I said, we won't get as much of this barley field as we did have originally, just because we're using precision farming. We can't fix the nitrogen and the pH level to set the field back to what it was. I did try, it just wouldn't do it. So all I can do is put it back to this. We'll lose a little bit of yield, but we've got a lot of work to do over in the next few episodes. Yeah, I need to fix that field again in that corner, get rid of that tree maybe, just because of the collision. See, that's something they hadn't fixed. I wouldn't mind, but I put in and spoke to, well, I say spoke, I put in a few bug reports on this map, and all the ones that I put in haven't been fixed, not one. Which is a shame, but yeah. But yeah, if we can get this harvested, it would be a nice place to be at today. I say we've got a lot of fertilising, we've got a lot of liming to do. Basically, we've got to lime and fertilise the entire field. Now, the liming's not too bad. The fertilising's not too bad because we can fertilise afterwards, things like that. But we've got to get as much limed as we could. That's why I wanted to put courseplay on this field. I thought if I could get courseplay going, I could start liming some fields, and then I could just empty the harvester when needed. I'm not going to change the fields back to like as big as possible. Like I made the fields up to the hedges and stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave the fields as they are. I will reset the courseplay. Hopefully we can maybe try and get cosplay helping us at some point on this. Because like I say, my idea for the series was to buy this whole bottom corner, which does include 60, 61, 62, 63, and that was always the plan. It was always the plan to do that. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Plus, like I said, there's not many good maps out. I tell you what I'd like to do. Now, I was talking about bringing the old school series to Court Farms when it comes out. I wouldn't mind bringing an old school series to Attingham Park. No, I wouldn't mind bringing an old school series to another series. We could do Ballysprings again and do a different farm and do old school series. The problem I've got is I like the Old Stream Farm map, but it's been around for like 2 or 3 generations of the game. I'm sure this is the 3rd generation of the game. I only did the old school farm because there was no other decent maps out at the time that I liked. And it's not that I really liked the Old Stream Farm map, it was just the best of a bad bunch. That is literally all it was. So yeah, it would be nice to you know, maybe come back to Ballysprings on the old school series and just do a normal series on Court Farm. But then again, why not just carry on with Ballysprings as we are now and take the old school series to Court Farms? Swings and roundabouts, really. Swings and roundabouts. Right, there we go. So that is 2 headlands done now. This harvester works so well on this farm. So we'll have a little bit of straw coming off this field. I did lose the straw from the canola fields. I was a little bit gutted about that, but again, nothing we can do, you know. It's taken me long enough to sort the map out and get the fields right. If you look on the map, there is a bit of a mistake on the map that I did, but it was the easiest way to do it. Now, they have actually preset fields on this map for contracts. Not as many as what I did previously, but I'm not going to go around and change all the fields again. But what there is now is I set everything to harvested canola, for example, just to make things easy. Now, the reason I did that was so that the grass fields will automatically go back grass, and then the other fields, because I had to do a mass grass change. I made a mistake on something, and yeah, as daft as it sounds, it's like I say, it's nice to be back on this series. It really is. There's our meat cows. We do need to sell the meat cows as well, guys. Just because they're worth a bit of money. We get calves and then we basically keep them for about a year and then we sell them. Well, that time has come for us to sell them. Now, I did have to replace the cows, so I did buy adults. So I would, you know, they were about the price we were going to make for our calves. So that's the main thing. I think 3 headlands on this will be enough. Actually, we might be able to get, I know I've got a bit of an overhang here. I'm hoping to get a worker going, you know, just a default worker. That would be a default worker right now would be brilliant. Let me just get the worker doing a line. I'll fix this bit he's gonna miss, and I can get the trailer up here. Oh, hang on, the trailer needs to come up now. All right, I might have made a bit of a boo-boo with that one. I made a bit of a boo-boo. Wow. Sounds like me over on Attingham. Right, let me just move that back. I don't want to damage it because we've already lost half the crop. We're getting 64%, I believe. So we're losing about half. And it's bad enough losing about half, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not going to make any of the fields bigger. I'm hoping we can maybe get cosplay helping us out a little bit. Just I don't know if we really need it, to be honest, but it's nice to get cosplay doing a harvest and then we can just run the trailer. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. But yeah, yesterday, guys, I did release an Attingham episode just because I wasn't quite finished on the Ballysprings, and I didn't want to bring another whole week of Attingham. You know what I mean? This was close to coming back. So that's why I did one episode of Attingham and then I brought this. And it's now officially raining, guys. Our harvest is over. We cannot harvest anymore. Look at that. We get to empty under the tree to protect the crop. That is wicked. Well, there we go. We officially can't finish this harvest right now. So, yeah, I suppose it's not a bad thing. It does mean we can jump on with a little bit of liming or something. Got to do something. Harvester is mega slow at emptying. I don't know why I say mega slow though. I suppose it's not slow. It's just not as quick as some of the newer machinery. Right, let's get this grain. I don't have a cover on this trailer, so let's get this grain over in the silo. I do have some grain to sell, guys. We have, like I said, the canola from the 2.5 fields I did harvest. They're ready to be sold. I just got to wait for a good price for the canola. Yeah, we haven't got much else to do due to the rain. I didn't see it rain on the forecast, to be honest. So what we'll do is, if we can get a little bit of I tell you what there is actually. I've got an issue. My roller. I got rid of a mod the other day and my roller's disappeared. So I need to replace my roller for free. Because I did technically buy a roller. I got rid of the mod because the mod actually started giving me an error for some reason. And I don't like mods giving me errors. If I just do that. What is in the shop today? I haven't thought about looking. Oh wow. Wow. Ooh. You would have been nice. Right, quick one then. Just before we do any of that, let's have a look what we can get rid of. We have a little bit of wool. It's not worth. We're in July, I believe. No, nothing has got a good price for selling it. When does canola sell? December. Canola is in December. Okay. Yeah, and we could get an extra $5,000 for the canola we've got. Barley's obviously getting built up now. Eggs. We've got nothing to sell now at this time of year. Absolutely nothing. So what we need to do right now is we need to, or we might as well look at just liming a couple of these fields. We've got to do something with them, guys. So if we can lime the grass fields, that would be good, because we need to get the grass. The grass is going to start growing. The grass is going to start growing ASAP, so we need to really get the grass fields done. Let's have a look at that. Right. So one thing I just want to have a little look at. Do I need to... Yes, as much as that says it's not a field, I need to get into the sheep pen as well. I'll tell you what we'll do then, guys. We will start here. The meat cows, guys, I am not adjusting that field. The meat cow field, I'm not gonna... I don't know why it doesn't show the grass. I think it's just more of a rendering distance thing, but interesting. Yeah, I haven't decided. I don't think all these fields are gonna stay grass. I think we are gonna maybe do a little bit of work, get rid of some of the grass fields. We do need grass field, but I want to buy a bigger grass field, like one big grass field, so that it doesn't take as won't be as long to do, so to speak. That is at least limed. I don't know if I should lime the top field. I don't know if I should lime the cow field. I kind of don't wanna, but I kind of do at the same time. I'm kind of a bit stubborn with that one. I suppose if we do it, it's done. I don't really want to be cutting that field. It's too awkward to cut, but you never know. We might... I'm sorry guys, I've just realised I might not have had much sound on my Go XLR. It's decided to slide itself. But if you've not had much sound up to now guys, I do apologise. That was just a user error. User error. One of them things guys. It's Monday. Leave me alone. It's Monday. Leave me alone. That should open outwards. Yes, I did do it right. Haha. Oh, I forgot about this gate. I don't like these gates. I just put the gate here this time. I just thought it might be a little bit easier to deal with it, to be honest. Right. Yeah, I don't really want to be cutting these fields. I do want to just get a proper grass field with the nice long grass. This meadow grass. And like I say, I could change this so it's what I would call a proper grass field, but there's not really much point, to be honest. I'll leave the gate open for now because I do need to get up with it. If I leave the gate open, it just reminds me I've not finished in that field. Let's be fair, my cows won't escape. Yeah, gutted that I didn't have the sound all the way up. I don't know what it is. My Go XLR has just decided to put my slider down. Unless I caught it. I was dusting my desk, and I wonder if I've caught it and I've not realised. That'll be most likely what it is. I've not realised that I was after cleaning my desk up a little bit. But yeah, I do massively apologise. You know me guys, if we've ever got an error, it's not... I usually do try and fix them straight away. I didn't even realise. You know what it was? I had low sound, so I just turned my headset up. Didn't twig that I'd knocked my Go XLR sound down. Not once did I twig that I'd done my... I'd moved the slider. I just turned my headset up thinking it was a headset issue. Yeah, if I can spend the next few minutes, what I'll do is if we'd managed to get all these fields limed, what I'll do is I'll then fast forward time off recording, and then in the next episode we can just finish off that harvest. We can worry about replanting the fields and things like that. Yeah, I'm not going to make the fields as big as what they were. I tried to maximise the usage, but I found sometimes it was just a little bit too much. So, yeah, we'll leave the fields as they are. There'll be a couple of changes I need to make, like in that corner there, for example, because I had to change the brick wall. I put a little bit of a fence in there after deleting the buildings. Hopefully you guys will like the changes. You all voted to continue with a newly built farm. So that's what we're doing. You know, I rebuilt the farm as much as I could and as well as I could. I could have used some of the old buildings, but I just fancied a little bit of a change. Not like loads, but I just fancied a little bit of a change. Like, and some of the buildings didn't quite fit where they did before, so it was easier to do it the way that I've done it. But I'm sure there'll be someone out there who doesn't like the way that I've done it, but hey, you know, at the end of the day, I'm only human. And no, I'm not going to start singing the lines because I can't stand that artist who sings that song. Yeah, couple of minutes left. We can get all these finished. Would be a good idea. Yeah, we need to look at making a new grass. I want to change 2 fields because they are changeable. You see this field just in front of us now, that one? We could join that field to the one next to it and make a bigger field. Take the trees. Sorry, I got indigestion again. So what I'm thinking, just so you guys know, I can't do that fence because there's a brick wall, but this hedge will come out. If we take this hedge out, take them trees out, join this field and this field together, we could have one bigger field. Now at the moment, that is something I'm maybe looking at doing. I was hoping to do the bottom field, but the bottom field is a little bit, it's quite a good size to be honest for what we're doing on our own. You know what I mean? So we might just leave that, and it won't be a grass field though, that's for sure. We are getting rid of quite a few of the smaller grass fields. We want bigger grass fields. That's what we want. Maybe cut the same grass field a couple of times a year, but you know, one hay, one silage, one, and then we'll get some of these slightly bigger grass fields that we've got, like this one right in front of me now. If we can change that into, for example, I don't know, just a crop field in general. That's the idea. Like I say, a little bit of waffling on in this episode, guys. It's just kind of letting you know what our plan is to do and where we're going to go and things like that. Like I say, just because of the changes. Just because of the changes. Also, glad you guys are really enjoying the trucking series on our trucking channel, guys. It means a lot that you guys have taken the DL under your wing, so to speak. But yeah, she always shouts at me, guys. It doesn't matter what game we play, she always shouts at me on a game. There's me recording a video and she's shouting at me on it. I just feel like I just feel like she picks on me all the time. I feel like she's bullying me. But yeah, don't forget, guys, you need to be liking and try and put a comment on each video, guys. Even if you just put nice video, man. You know, some videos and likes help push the streams to a wider audience. If people, I've noticed, like with the farming videos at the moment, I had some quite regular commenters who don't comment, shall we say, anymore. Guys, I need you guys to comment. It helps push the video to a wider audience. I've noticed a loss in, like, I don't want to say like viewership, but like it been pushed to a wider audience, do you know what I mean? And lately we've just not been getting the likes and the comments. So yeah, and that's on all 3 of the farm series, guys, all of them. So come on, do me a favor, hit that like button, drop a comment below, even if you just put nice video, you know, something daft like that. I'm not bothered what you put, just put a video, just put a comment. Like I say, it helps us grow. And the more we can grow, the better we'll be going forward, because we, you know, we can get, hopefully, my idea is I'd like to get a multiplayer server again. I'd like to had it when I was doing live stream. We had a community server, but unfortunately I got rid of it after so long, because I basically found people were just, they weren't part of the community. They just wanted to play in a free server. And when that server went away, they all left. So kind of proved my point that they were there for the wrong reasons. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be able to please everybody. But, you know, just drop a like, drop a comment. I would massively appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, guys, live streams will return soon. There's one thing. Since changing my router on my modem, since I'm still on an old connection, my internet hasn't got better, but it's got more stable. That's all I can really say at the moment. It got more stable. So I'm hoping that maybe, just Yeah, you have to excuse a bit of a lag. I've never been in first person since reloading this back in. Yeah, it's got more stable. But I'm hoping maybe at some point I might try and do a little stream. I can't say for sure, guys, if it would work or not. That would be the only downside, is it could work. It could not as well. I've genuinely got no idea if it would or it wouldn't work. It's trial. It would be trial and error. But I do believe that is all of the fields limed anyway. I can't do nothing about the rain. Absolutely nothing about the rain. We have got a little bit in there to sell. Nitrogen looks good on that grass field. So yeah, I suppose that's something we could do next. Let's have a look at the weather. There's a weather thing somewhere. Where's the weather? It's gonna rain till 11 o'clock. So yeah, we can be at 11 o'clock in the next episode. That's for sure. Yeah, I weren't tidying these up, guys. I was not tidying these up. Nope. I was lucky because that shed fitted those 2 sets of bales, and then the silage ones were here, and the shed just demolished them. So yeah, I was like, nope, not gonna redo that. I even made my own little custom workshop. This doesn't have a workshop in it anymore, so I put that there so I've got access to edit things like that. And I even brought in these under the decorations just so it looked like, look, it just looked like, I know it's the same thing, but just looks like a little mini workshop. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, pH is bad here. Oh, hang on a minute. Grazing mod. Oh, are you joking me? Right, this has grazing mod now working on it, but it doesn't work very well. Look at it. I wouldn't mind, but it's not hard to set the grazing mod up correctly. I did it. Right, well, either way, I'm leaving that as it is. I'm leaving that as it is. Oh, goat milk. Goat milk? I never noticed that one. Let's have a look. So we've got 30 sheep. I didn't want to bring in too many sheep. I know our pen was full of sheep, but it gives me something to work towards again. Productivity is going up. Silage, yes. Chickens, they've got their grain. That's fine. That one, their productivity is going up. Right, so we need to sell the sheep. We need to go up and sell these cows. That was something I wanted to do in this episode. So I will just quickly do... I'll tell you what, actually... No, I'll tell you what, we're going to do it now. We're going to... Oh, hang on a minute, hang on. Let me go back. I've got another idea. I've got 40 cows. I'll tell you what, we're going to leave those adult cows. If I remember, that's what we were going to do on the last lot. We were going to... Yeah, look, these have done... If you're going to set the grazing mod up, at least set it up properly. That just sucks. Oh yeah, I need to do that off recording. I'll tweak the grazing mod, because that is just shockingly bad. I can't believe that is what they've done. Why not just make it the size of the field? It's genuinely not difficult. It's really, really, really not difficult at all. That's just laziness, to be honest. Awesome map like this, and you just give up with that. That is just... No, sorry guys, that's just annoyed me. That's just laziness. That is just laziness. Such a nice detailed map, and that's what you come up with. Sorry, but that is just lazy. Absolute laziness. I just realised that I didn't lime this field, so I'm just going to quickly lime this one. Just to get it all done. No one can say that I missed it then. I thought I did it, to be honest. I didn't think actually this one needed... Yeah, I don't want the grass growing in stages like that. That just looks awful. At least I had Alright, the way I did it didn't quite fill the field 100%, but it did a damn sight better job than that. No. Like I said, the map is amazing. I've loved Ballysprings map since first playing on it, but why do such a poor job of that? It takes like 10 minutes. It's just, my problem now is I've got to remember to do it. That is literally the problem I've got now. I've got to just remember to do it, because I've got to do my trucking video in a minute. Hopefully the DL is going to join me for that, but she's currently snoring away in bed. And I'm going to crack on with my other channel today. But yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed the episode, like I said, please hit the like button, guys. It's massively important that we get the likes on the videos. Comment as well, it just helps grow the channel as well. Like I say, it just pushes it to a wider audience. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the return of Ballysprings, and I will see you all in the next episode.